We are live. I apologize for running late, folks. Let me just run into this real quick and we'll see if the audio's working okay. We will wait. Hey, everybody. My name is Will.
Okay, so in YouTube the audio is working.
I'm also known as a dreamer. Live
That's
from
right, from
Dreamland
Dreamland.
Studios in Azusa, California, and my special guest is Alex Radford, live from Radford Studios. So before I bring Alex on, I just want to make a couple announcements real quick. Artist Talk is now looking for sponsorship. All guitar brands, amp brands, pedal brands, cable brands are welcome. All brands can get in contact with me by emailing me at guitarstreaming352@gmail.com. Hi, everyone. Today, the Dreamer is hanging out with none other than Alex Radford. Live, the guitarist, songwriter, and creator of Radford Studios. If you like my content, please follow my social links in the description box below. Now, before we continue, I see we have 3 people viewing. Can everybody hear my audio okay? Go ahead and leave a comment in the chat room. I'm watching for comments right now. Oh, things are working. Dante says things are working. Things are working. Can you hear my voice right now, Dante? Can you hear my voice? My guest will be right back. But things are working. Sounds good. All right, Dante, thanks, man. Thank you. I'll bring Alex on in a second. So, also, while I'm waiting for Alex to come back, also, please share my stream and my links with everybody you know so today we can make a positive difference in someone's life. Thank you so very much for joining me. Hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification so that you don't miss out on any future content from Guitar Streaming 352. You don't miss out on any future episodes of Artist Talk. You've been beautiful. I've been Will. See you in the next live stream. This stream is dedicated to my PayPal donors. I'm still waiting for my guests to come back. Thank you. Goes to Design 39 Media. A very big thank you also goes to Dimbola Blade Works in Victoria, Australia. So I will stop right there. I'm just waiting for Alex to come back. Let's go over here to the chat. There's Dante. Says, whoa, things are working. All right. Sounds good here. Thank you, Dante. There's Alex. I'll be right there. I think I may have figured out on my end. Sounds great. I heard you for a second on here, Alex. Okay. Well, Dante, did Alex send you the link? Because I had to create a new broadcast. Evidently, I had to create a new broadcast, so I sent Alex a link. Did Alex send you the link, Dante? Okay, Alex is back. So, without further ado, again, I apologize to everybody for the late start. And now, the time is at hand. I would like to introduce my wonderful and gracious guest today on Artist Talk, Mr. Live from Radford Studios, Mr. Alex Radford. Can you hear me okay,
hey.
Alex?
Yep, I can now hear you.
Yeah,
I guess it was.
all right, we did it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I had to change my sample rate on my audio interface. I had it set still to 48 kilohertz. So I had to change it to
Awesome.
44.1.
Sample rate. See, here we go, the sample rate stuff again.
Yep.
Crazy. We have another special guest soon to join us. Did he get the new
Yep, I
show
just sent it
link?
off to him. Yeah, I sent it to him.
Oh, thank you, sir. So, how you doing today, Alex?
Doing good, it's the bright early morning. So, on a nice Friday. So, too much last night, but other than that, just relaxing morning.
That's for sure. Well, that's for sure. I just want to be the first to say thank you, thank you for coming on Artist Talk on this beautiful Friday.
Oh, of course,
And
thank you. It's an honor to be on.
thank you for giving me your time today. It means a great deal. I'm looking for sponsors. So
Oh, I know you are.
yeah, come on, come on. If there's anybody gonna watch right now, anybody watching right now, and anybody who may catch this on the replay, I'm looking for sponsors. And I could definitely say, check out Alex Radford's links in the description box below, because Alex may be looking for a few sponsors himself.
Oh, I always am, but I let them come to me.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I've been really surprised at what happens when I just I let people come to me, and
Hmm.
it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens, Radford Studios. So
Yep.
tell me all about Radford Studios there, Alex
Well,
Radford.
it's a little recording studio I created down actually in the Bay Area originally. I no longer live down in the San Francisco Bay Area. I live right in between Sacramento and Tahoe now. So I live like right smack down in the middle, but it's in a little town called Grass Valley. So it's a little recording studio at the moment. It's more of a portable recording studio. I'll come to you and stuff. I'm here helping out a lot of high schoolers, young people, young adults and stuff, and people with not a lot of money. As our town's not like the biggest financial, but just trying to find out and just finding lots of young people who are trying to get out there and just trying to get a good recording. That's not just like them on their phone.
Well, that. How did you come up with that? How did you come up with that concept? Because that's a wonderful thing. I mean,
Yeah, well, it was down in the Bay Area. I went to college at the City College of San Francisco, just the community college, and that's where it really opened up my eyes to the whole audio production world. Meeting
yeah,
lots of really crazy people in the studio industry, going to a bunch of the big studios in San Francisco, and just talking to them about how it is up in kind of like the large areas and being a large recording studio. And it kind of made it seem like, all right, well, that's something I could see myself being, and I always kind of like want to work at one, but at the same time, I feel like it would be better to help people out and stuff because that's just who I am. I like to help people out and stuff. So I wanted to be like, well, I come from a small community that I know that doesn't have a big recording side and stuff. How about I'm able to bring this back to them basically. Kind of the how can you give back to your community idea.
I'm sorry. Say that again, Alex.
It's kind of like the how like the give back to your community idea, because
Yeah.
so that's how kind of I've looked at it so far.
I, there's, you know what? Be like the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex and leave deep footprints.
Always.
You know, that's what I'm trying to do. And, Yeah, I want people to know that I was here, and I want people to know that
Exactly.
I mattered and I had a
Right.
voice to say, and it was positive and it was encouraging, because that's how I got the name the Dreamer. You know,
Mm. There you go. Yeah.
I because it is a dream of mine, and little by little, things are kind of like popping up. They're like, whoa, that's kind of cool. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll check that out. And you know, I can't really say, but I recently just I can say this. I should say I coming up just real quick. Um, Coming up, Cutter Savage is going to be here on Artist Talk,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just letting people know. Subscribe to Guitar Streaming 352, so that you don't miss anything, especially this show and future shows, possibly with my guest now, Alex Radford. But this show right here, there will also be there will also be some more announcements. You and I were discussing something. We were talking about something that I was working on. Now,
Mm-hmm.
talking about things falling in,
Mm-hmm.
things just kind of the stars aligning,
Yeah.
and things kind of mix matching and mishmashing together and just kind of magically appearing and stuff. I did I can't say it yet, it's driving me crazy, but I
Mm-hmm.
did get an email.
Mm.
I got an email
Okay.
saying that this person wants
I know. I know who it is. They don't.
this person wants to be locked in. Now
Ooh, okay.
I'm like, well, okay, man, it came on, you know. So
Right, yeah.
I sent a replay. A replay. See, when I get thinking about this, I can't even talk straight. When
Uh,
I sent a reply, see what happens.
oh yeah.
The person is really busy, and they sent the links to me. Well, they sent. They wanted to know. I had to switch up the date because it was originally for this Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
but I just didn't have any way to advertise it because I
Right.
still needed my links
Mm-hmm.
to make the thumbnail and to advertise it properly. So I asked to get my very special guest. I hope if I could please do this next Saturday, the 30th. He sends me the link so I'll have a week to promote the thing.
There you go.
I want to treat him with that respect because he
Yeah.
deserves it.
Oh yeah. Most
He
definitely.
really does. So I want to. My heart's in this. I mean, if it's not obvious to the world now, my heart's in this, and this means everything to me. That this is done right for you,
Mm-hmm.
for Cutter, for our special guest that'll be joining us very soon. I want to do this right,
Right.
and I want everybody to be happy, and I want you and I want my guests to be happy
Oh yeah.
and be glad that they're here. And I'm glad to have you.
Oh, I'm really glad to be on here. It's a lot of fun. I always like doing these things.
Well, you know, thank you, Alex. I appreciate your kindness with that.
Of
For
course.
those that are not sure, this is Artist Talk featuring Alex Radford, creator and mastermind behind Radford Studios. So, what is your vision? What is your like? What's your big picture for Radford Studios, Alex?
Well, the big picture with Radford Studios is I want to be able to get into at least my own space at the moment. Right now, it's the portable studio. I kind of am able to go to someone, but that's actually quite nice. Actually, that's a lot why a lot of people like me is because I'm able to just kind of pack up my stuff and go. But being able to actually have a place, a sit down place where it's not going to be, I'm always going to be breaking my back, moving all the gear and stuff. So other than that, I mean, it's kind of just like I would love it to be my normal job, kind of, and not have to, do my other day job of working with the family and stuff with the family business. So it'd be nice to be able to move off from that. But I know that the studio life is starting to die out a little bit, but around here it's not as much.
Well, do you find, Alex, that with um, with this genius invention of home recording,
hmm
uh, DAWs, um,
Uh,
DAWs, uh, do you find that big business, or do you find that um, bands or artists or creators of one variety or another wanting to work in the big studio scene is starting to dwindle a little bit?
oh yes, definitely. I think well, there's definitely the things of we can do it just at home. Like there's no problem with that. But then there's still a lot of people that's just like, hey, if you've never been in a studio, definitely do it once. Go like be able to, even if it's not like record in a studio, go take a couple tours of some recording studios and whatnot, and it will change your perspective a little bit on it
Mhm.
because you'll see the amount of work that goes into studios, uh, and it's just like the architecture work too. It's just the amount of work that they put into them. A lot of the studios that I went down in SF was like Hyde Street Studios, Fantasy Studios, 25th Street Recordings and stuff. So I got to stand where a lot of big names and big artists have recorded and stuff, and it's insane. Like you see, like wow, I'm in the same place as this artist. Like wow.
Well, you know, I um I was watching on the subject of recording studios. I
hmm
was I was watching this thing on YouTube about a recording studio up in Seattle.
hmm
That's like a real big, famous, well-known studio, and where like Nirvana recorded,
hmm
and Foo Fighters did. Dave Grohl did the first Foo Fighters album up there, and I mean the list of names was off the charts, and
hmm
I thought to myself, this place looks rad, man. Stone walls and stone floor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like some of the insane of the inside. You're just like, why is this on the wall? And then once you find out it's for disbursement of the sound and stuff, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
So there's every episode. Yeah, absolutely. In every episode, Alex, I like to um okay, I like to ask a couple questions.
All right, ask him away.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. What is your favorite piece of guitar gear and why?
Hmm. Now that's like a good question because it's very broad. You got anything from amp to a guitar to a pedal, like truly, you can't do anything without it. We can't do anything without the guitar, right? So that's right now my favorite guitar is this one right here. It's my Vola.
That's gnarly, dude.
Yeah, it's my favorite guitar. You can just it's the amount of tones you can get, the comfortability of it. Um, so it's just I've never had bad tones come out of this, really. But other than that, I mean, ooh, wow, that's a hard one. Just trying to think because it's just so broad. Because I'm a person that just I like to play a lot of different things. I'm always trying to find new stuff and always trying new things. So it's never really like I got a favorite piece of gear and stuff. Especially being me, I don't got like the greatest amounts of gear either.
I gotcha. That's great, man. You know what? I I don't have a favorite piece either. I sit here at the computer and I look, you know, I I see this and I think to
Oh, yep.
myself, this is like having two B100 heads.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's such an insane pedal.
It's crazy. You know, I think of stuff like that. Yeah, my Boss Katana 50.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple other dry pedals down here in front of me. I got my Digitech Trio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying it. It's hard to answer that question.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. When it comes to that, it's just this is the one thing I will always just grab first thing whenever I play. So
When thank you
yeah, no
for that.
problem.
I appreciate that. There what's your most memorable either show or song ideas you've ever composed?
Um, well, definitely song idea is the song that I'm writing right now. It's definitely just because it's a very pissed off, heartfelt song. Deal. It's just a song that it's just through some drama that I've gone through for the past 6 months, and it's something that finally I'm writing more of a real situation story with the song. And then the show is my show back when I played in high school. My senior year, the first show I ever played with my old band. That was the most memorable show we played. For this, we opened up for this international touring band. It was one of the guys from the Ramones' bass players, like separate band. So we opened up for them. And it was just a lot of fun that night. So, yeah. So,
That's cool, man. Um, do you have any plans to shoot a video playing live?
not at the moment. Right now I don't have anything booked. Um, so I don't have any plans to shoot anything live at the moment. But when I do have something booked, I probably will. Because why not?
So, what would you say? My question is, if you had your choice
Hmm.
of three, I'm trying to position my hand right here, three guitars, what would they be?
Three guitars. Hmm. Well, I'm definitely going with like a vintage Les Paul, vintage gold top Les Paul. I'm a that what made me start playing guitar was a Epiphone gold top Les Paul that my old music teacher had. So being able to have a nice old vintage real one, that would be amazing. Uh, I love my Vola. That's always going to be part of it. I love the Vola guitar line and stuff. So uh, a lot of them, really, I really want to try an Oz again. Because I really love the Oz shape. So I really want to try them again. Hopefully this year at Winter NAMM, I'm gonna be able to try them again. And then, I'm gonna have to go with like some sort of Martin Dreadnought, just to have like an acoustic in there too. Get all nice, good mixture of all tones.
Some sort of Martin, like a D35.
Yeah, exactly.
I have one of those.
Exactly. Oh, you do? Oof.
Canon. Canon. I could see why Jimmy Page, my personal influences, my personal heroes played that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just like cannon, dude. It's like a cannon going off.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Every time I picked one up, I picked a couple up at Winter NAMM last year, and every time I just played them, I was just like, oh, I need one, but I don't have the money.
Yeah. Well, at the time, on the subject of Martin D35,
Mhm.
at the time, this was in the early '90s. I paid $1,200 for mine.
Oh wow.
So that was in the early '90s.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine they doubled or tripled by now.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, whew.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Have you had a chance to hear the Fractal Audio XFX 3?
Not yet. No. I didn't know they came out with the Axe FX 3 yet.
XFX 3, yeah. It was listed on eBay
Mm-hmm.
for $5,000. I was just like, no
No.
way, dude. I was like, are you serious? The
Not for
original one cost like $2,500.
yeah.
This, like on eBay listed for $5,000. I was just like,
Like I get the understand I get the idea behind the fractals and the Kempers and stuff, but I still I'm one of those guys that just can't get fully behind it just yet. Definitely awesome sounds out of it though.
oh yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I'll tell you, with all the new technology that's coming out
Mm-hmm.
now for 2020,
So
there
yeah.
was there was a device that oh, I got it. Positive Grid, coming out from Positive Grid, called the Spark. And with
Okay.
the Spark, it's an iOS device or Android device that you have to download an app and you can control this amp with pick your amp models, do all your biasing,
Mm-hmm.
um, really dig deep, pick your styles, just like having bias effects or just like having bias amp.
So it's kind of like putting bias effects and bias amp together.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
whole thing's controlled by an app.
Okay.
And on this app, there's also a function to where you can record yourself
Mm-hmm.
and you can play. And Positive Grid Spark somehow comes up with a rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And there's drums and bass on this thing. So
Hmm.
it's basically like my Digitech Trio pedal,
Yeah.
but the whole thing comes out of the app.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's
I've
nuts.
never heard. Yeah, because I have I have the original bias effects, so I still have bias effects 1.
I love it. I mean, I love my Bias Effects 2 Pro,
Oh
the
yeah.
Freeman app, the Marshalls are spot on. The Friedman app actually, Positive Grid's take on Dave Friedman's B100
Mm-hmm.
actually sounds was dangerously close to my pedal.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah,
I,
because I've noticed with the Bias FX one, it's a little thin. But then I've heard everyone say that with Bias FX two, that it kind of it they fixed that. So that's what
redid
everyone keeps telling me. Yeah.
the whole format.
Okay.
It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. It's actually, well, be, before I could finish, keep things rolling a little bit
Mhm.
here. Are you a very big Waves plugin user?
I use a couple different Waves plugins. I have used lots of different Waves plugins. Uh, Back in my old college, we had all of the different bundles. So
Well, have you ever heard of the Waves the GTR?
yeah.
I have that,
Oh, okay.
and
Yeah, the GTR is really good. It sounds really good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Um, See, I have Slate Digital, the Schaffman amps S Gear 2. I've always loved that ever since I got it. Um, when I'm going to be using a computer software more, that's what I kind of always been jumping to recently.
Well,
But yeah, no, keep going. Yeah, you keep going.
the Waves GTR I find is, did you ever see the spec sheet on that? Go to
No.
Google, type in the amps, like the Wave GTR amps and what
Hmm.
amps they're supposed to be modeling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's crazy. They, I was really, really surprised when I went through. I had this piece of paper in front of me.
Hmm.
I opened up my Waves GTR application,
Hmm.
and I went through every single amp model, and I was reading this piece of paper. I play, and then I read a piece of paper that I got up researching off Google of
Hmm.
like what amps that the Wave GTR amp. Um, and I was blown away, really. And this came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, it did. Because I think they're on like Guitar 3 now, aren't they?
I think so. I don't have it, but
But the original, it's still so good.
the original sounds great. It really does. Are you very familiar with Boss products?
Boss products? Some certain ones. I got certain couple Boss products over here. I got my two Boss katanas, my little mini and the artist, but and then I know some of the pedals, of course, but not too many.
Well, I gotta tell you, I have the Boss GT1,
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
and I have the Boss Katana 50. And running the Boss GT1 through the effects loop of the Boss Katana 50
Mm-hmm.
is, you can come up with some insane tones that way. I was just wondering because I'm a big Boss guy.
Ever since I got the artist, it's made me like I've gotten more into Boss.
Well, the new products are spot on, and there's a new Katana update
Oh,
that's
there's a new
coming
update.
out after the first of the year.
I
Yeah,
always like new updates when it comes to that. I'm always okay with that.
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Version 4.0.
Okay. Okay.
And it's going to it was just announced, Mr. Yoshi Ikegami, the creator of the katanas and the creator of the new wave of boss, mentioned that it will be out after the first of the year, and I'm looking forward to it. When I did my upgrade for 3.1, version 3.1, I thought that was it. I thought, no way can they get boss do any better than that. And now they've got version 4.0 coming out after the first year. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. That seems right up my alley.
So, what is the thing, Alex, that inspires you to want to keep pursuing your musical vision, or as I would put it, your musical mission that you're on?
What inspires me, it makes me happy. Like that's what inspires me. When I sit down, play guitar, and I'm able to play either some sort of riff that is of someone else, or even coming up with some cool sounding riff or song idea. It really, it makes me happy. Like I'm like, oh wow, okay, all right, let's do this. So it's always inspired me to make myself happy and stuff. And then I've always seen everyone around, like whenever I play for other people, they're just like, wow, you're actually really good and stuff. And I'm like, if you know the people I know, you wouldn't think so. But that's the other thing. That's why I see a lot of other people also around me that are amazing musicians, like my guys that I'll have on my show. Phenomenal guitar players. Like I cannot shred like my two guys, Fierce and Garguts. I cannot shred like those guys.
Well,
shred.
It is time.
Oh, speaking
for
of,
YouTube to welcome in our very special guest for the show. His links are down in the description box. The description box below. I would like YouTube to say hello to our very, very special guest, Dante. Welcome, Dante, man. How's it going, man? How's it going?
Speak of the devil.
I heard shredding guitars, so I had to get on here. All right, you got your loop ready, Alex? Let's jam it up. No. How's it going, Will? How's it going, Alex?
Going good.
Man.
Don't mind me, I'm still here.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, I'm still here.
Okay.
Butterfly and
I have to feed
Ladybug
my dog
show.
real
How's
quick,
it going?
don't worry.
It's an honor to be here.
Thank you for being here, Dante.
Got my deans for you.
Yeah.
I know you like to see that.
Oh, I
I'll
love
mine
that.
out next too.
That is beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
That is beautiful. How does that compare to? Yeah, I see that. How did?
What were you saying?
Dante? How does that the one that you're holding compare to your PRS?
To my PRS, it is all right. The PRS is a lot smoother, but it has the same feel to it as this one. It's the hardtail.
That is crazy. Now
Here, I'll bring it out for you. So this was the comparison I was telling you about, that it looks like kind of like Rosie, because you got this color.
Look at that.
It's like if you combined these two, it'd be Rosie.
Every time I see that, I go to Zazowns.com and I look it up and I'm like going, man, I want that.
And here's the Mark Holcomb signature.
Oh, look at that. That is sharp, Dante.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a
That
privilege
is
to have won
sharp.
this. It
You
says
know, I
Holcomb.
just watched a comparison video of Philip McKnight on YouTube, and he was talking about the differences between SE and the USA brands.
Yeah.
Interesting, very interesting. But I gotta tell you, oh, look at this, man. Alex, come back, dude.
He's probably getting his
You're
due.
gonna want to check this out. Check it out, Dante.
Oh, hold up. Trying
All
to place
right.
the PRS. Okay, what now?
There you go. Check out who's in the chat. Will,
Butterfly and
Alex,
Ladybug Show. How goes it?
yeah, Butterfly Ladybug Show.
We also
Welcome,
got Mark Taylor in the house.
Mark Taylor. Yeah, Mark Taylor, what's going on, man? What is happening?
The show's popping off.
Mark, baby, yeah.
It's
So,
my signature cat call.
yeah, there you go. So tell me what I have all your links in the description box below, so
Nice.
our good folks can look you up. And I'm just
No need to look me up. That's fine. I'm cool right here.
well, actually, I'm thinking about a new show format, and I can announce this. We're live for the world to hear.
Uh-oh. No,
But
go ahead.
I was thinking, I was thinking of a new show format. Um, and that being, let's see, Mark Taylor. Hi, Butterfly Ladybug. Mark, I'm glad you're here, man. Mark Taylor is a good dude. He sent me one of his picks, one of his guitar picks.
Oh, nice.
He has with his name on it.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
I appreciate that. Right now, I'm just using Dunlop Eric Johnson.
So this one?
Yeah, that would be it.
But it's not. I used to have an Eric Johnson one, but here's a less dirty one. See if I can get it in the frame here.
That's it. Yeah.
Come on, Cam. Just 3.
Well, I
They're
really,
the comfiest picks ever.
I really love these picks. Come on, Dunlop, hit us up. I really love these picks, man. Phenomenal.
Here's the black version of it with the grip on there.
That's beautiful, man. Look at that.
It's too. I got the sun shining. I never usually stream with the sun shining, so it's a little different.
That is really cool. That is really good.
Then I got my Cheeto chip.
Oh, I remember those.
I wish it would get into view there, but this is a Santana pick.
I didn't know he used the triangles.
No, I don't. This is just for show. My madre, she went to a Santana concert, and I think they were like throwing this out or something like that, and she got one of them.
Sorry about that.
Usually I call it the Cheeto chip or something, or a cheesehead thing, cause Packers, you know.
Packers going down this weekend.
Oh, it's on.
They're playing the Niners, man. They're playing the
I got
Niners.
this one.
Can't help it.
Oh, there you go.
My neighbor gave me this one, so I don't know. Looks kind of cool.
I was going through. Oh, that is cool, man. Look at that. Star picks. I'm going to have to look into those.
Sorry about that. My dog had to use the restroom.
It's all good.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
These ones are
Solid.
thick. I got it with the capo,
Capo.
potato, tomato, tornado.
I was going through, Alex, we're talking about picks. What kind of guitar picks are you using, man?
You got a
That's
whole microphone thing full.
yeah. I have I have a little microphone, like a little microphone
That's
cap
crazy.
and stuff that's full of just different picks. But my main picks that I use are the Ernie Ball Prodigies.
Oh,
So they're like
okay.
2, or I'll use a gravity pick that's a 4. Actually. But other than that, I mean, I just have some of my special picks that I've just caught throughout concerts, or Quentin's given me, and elevated jam tracks, and Rob Chapman and stuff. So I got a bunch of different picks.
So my
yeah.
mom just threw this pick at me. She went to see the Styx for her work concert.
Look at that. The music of Styx, Dennis DeYoung, man.
See if I
Wow.
can turn this
I, just,
around.
I had Styx, and the dude from Styx and was doing something with Shaggy. He's a rapper.
Shaggy Two Dog or Shaggy something?
Something like that. All I know, it was kind of weird.
Weird? We like weird.
Well, yeah, no argument here with that one.
Oh yeah.
I just got a regular plain one. No cool special designs or nothing. Just a plain old little one.
I think that was actually one of the first picks I ever had.
About
Yeah,
the same
same.
size
Like,
as this.
yeah, about
Yeah.
just the simple perloid picks.
Star picks. I'm gonna have to. Come on, star
Yeah,
picks.
those look cool.
Tune in.
It's got this like gripper thing in the middle here. Well, it's not grip, but
ladybug and them cat here.
pretty much grip it.
Sandra Lee. Oh, Sandra, so nice. Butterfly.
Well, that's so. Tell me the origin behind that guitar you're holding there, Dante.
Well, this one and my Z. When I was 16 or so, I started playing shows with a baby Z, and my father he bought me these two. So it was like a birthday present. Like,
Wow.
Good job playing shows and stuff. And I was like, sweet, now I can play even more shows, bro. So my last show was in 2013 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin here. And since then I've been doing solo artist stuff. And then eventually I got these other guitars recently. The periphery guitars. So those are still in training. I'm still working them in.
That's awesome, man.
Well, looks like we're switching.
Oh, Alex has
Don't
got
worry.
a B, dude.
Alex and we always have a system. You know, he switches a guitar, I switch to a different one.
Yep, I have my Dean. It's my Dean
Now,
Dave
that's
Mustaine signature.
That's the Mustaine V, right?
Yep, it's the Mustaine V. Yep.
Wow, that's pretty sharp.
Hey, you're not kidding. Hey, man, you're not wrong about that. It is pretty sharp. Some nice sharp ends on it.
Is it an A
Big
sharp or
time.
just
I love
sharp?
that.
I mean
I
A.
don't know.
I'm just kidding.
For butterfly, ladybug.
That's good, Alex. That's cool.
Let's see if we can bring this up. Let's see here.
Yeah,
So-
Fierce was always telling me you and your Dean, so I had to bring the Dean.
Does anybody see what's going on in the chat room right now?
With Mark and Butterfly.
Cheeto.
Cheeto! Ah,
Mark's great.
nice selection. Eric's a Java dude. That's cool. Your mama rocks.
Here's
Jeez.
the back of the Dean here real quick.
Fun.
There's only 50 of these made.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty neat.
41 to 50. See that?
Wow. Wow.
Do you see it? Do you see it? No, I'm just kidding.
Now that's just a standard ML, right, Dante?
Be right back again. Go grab my
I think it's a Z.
Dean Z.
But yeah, I got 41 out of 50 with these, luckily. So that was a very, very nice gift.
That's amazing.
Should I
So,
play some riffage?
Dante, are you familiar with this right
Oh,
here?
you were showing me that the last stream before. That looks so cool because it's got those volume knobs. I've never seen that on a pedal before.
It's crazy.
That probably sounds sweet too. Did you do a video on it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Well, I'm
I
gonna
did.
have to go back and watch that.
I'm gonna have to do more. I know I said in my channel trailer that I had 2 shows that are currently in development. Hey, Butterfly and Ladybug show. Says awesome, guys.
Awesome goes.
Well, one of the shows that I'd like to do would be I would call plug-in talk, and it's all about plugins, recording plugins.
All the stuff I'm unfamiliar with.
Before I could do that, I need to figure out a problem that I'm having with Reaper right now. And oh, check it out, Kat Anderson.
Yeah, that's my friend. She actually bought me this guitar.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's the person
really?
that got.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the person that got me this
Cool.
guitar. Yeah.
It's a
Bought it for
Dean
my
show
birthday
off.
3 years ago. She bought it for my birthday 3 years ago. Yeah.
Wow, Alex Cat bought the V for you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Show off that mug too.
It's one of my really good friends.
Oh, cheers.
amazing. Kat, you're amazing. You have good taste in guitars, I'll tell you.
I
That
swear,
is a sweet guitar right
Yeah,
there.
it came from a local band here in Sacramento. It's one of my buddies. I met them. They opened up for like one of my favorite bands and stuff. So I met them, and one of the days they just posted on Facebook that the guitar player was selling it. And I just told her one day like, oh, that'd be great if I could get that one day. Next thing I know, for my birthday, that's what I got.
That's all I ever see Mustang play now.
Yeah, I don't really see Mustang play anything other than the V.
That is, what kind of pickups are in that, Alex?
They don't have the original pickups anymore in them. These are the Seymour Duncan Blackouts.
Oh, Mick Thompson.
Nice.
Yeah, I got the Mick Thompson Seymour Duncan Blackouts in these. That's kind of like why I was kind of like, all right, I really like this guitar because it's one of the cheaper VMNTs of Dave Mustangs. It's actually like guitar's only like $300, $400. It's the cheaper one.
Switch out
But
the
still.
pickups like you did.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's what my buddy did. He just switched out the pickups, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna sell it," and sold them with the pickups in it. I'm like, "All right, I'll take it."
All right.
That's amazing. So, Dante, what? Now that you're here, I can ask you.
I'm not here. What are you talking about? I'm just. What's up?
Oh yeah, Okay, I'm just dreaming. I know.
I mean, that's why you're in the dreamland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And yeah, I am a dreamer. Um, let's see here. Okay, Dante, here you go.
I'm ready.
What's your favorite piece of guitar gear and
Oh,
why?
Lord.
Have fun with this, buddy.
What was the question again? Favorite piece of guitar gear and why?
What's your favorite piece of guitar gear and why?
Let's see here. Well, it used to be my Dean hardtail. Now that I got the PRS, I love it, but that's guitars. I suppose if I'm like chilling with myself and I like to loop,
There you go.
use my Donner looper pedal. Super slick.
Pretty amazing. I like that footprint and that construction.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It has like a whole reverse and all that stuff on there.
Wow, look at that.
And you can change the speed to like super slow and all that stuff.
Wow.
So that's when I started playing, or when I started YouTube almost 10 years ago now, I started just looping and playing. And that's how I just ended up starting YouTube, just jamming. And it was getting kind of boring just jamming away. And then I got the looper pedal, and it's like, sweet, now I got something to jam over. And here we are. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably my favorite piece of gear, at least. So that's all I really have. And if I really had to say favoriteest, I would say the Boss Chromatic Tuner, the TUT, which I'm currently plugged into. Let's see if I can pull that up without pulling cords out. This thingy.
I'll tell you.
It's been with me for years.
It's better than having to use your phone like me.
Yeah. At least you got a tuner, though.
I say this in every episode of Artist Talk: tuners. Never leave home without them.
Oh, is that where you clip it on?
Yeah, this the polyclip.
Ooh, the polyclip. I've always enjoyed clip-on tuners.
It's just a clip-on. I'm just kidding. Kind of like a clip-on tie.
Better than a bolo.
It's great. It's great for home, and it's great for like last-minute jam sessions and stuff when I don't have like enough time to get my my pedal format together, or I could throw it in my case or something. I have that, and I'm covered.
Butterfly and Ladybug show. Spank that. Spank them likes if you got them. Spank and strum them likes. That's coming from our show.
That's cool. Spank that.
Spank it up. Spank them if you have them.
There you go.
That's our thing. We like to spank and strum them like buttons. That's our thing. Yeah. She knows us. She knows us.
I can't top that one. Thanks, Butterfly. I needed that. That was cool. So I'm listening, and I'm wondering, if anybody can tell me.
Oh, is that Rosie?
Yeah.
Nice.
If anybody could tell me what chord would that be? That's that it's that's on the 7th and 9th fret. 1,
Of what strings? Yeah.
Power chord?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th and 8th fret.
It's kind of like a
8th fret. On the G string. Let's see, the 8th fret on the D string, sorry, and the 7th fret on the G string.
I'm unsure. I was never good with. I just run away with whenever I hear notes and stuff.
I'm also tuned down, so that
I'm
doesn't
the
help.
worst. Yeah, we're tuned down to A.
Hang on. Yeah, drop
Guitar
A. Yeah,
switch.
that doesn't help. Trying to think.
Going to the Gibson.
What was the okay, so what can you play it? Like just strum it? Is that it? That's not an F. Is that an A? There's no way that's an A.
Yeah, it almost sounds like an A.
It's like that's something like that's like one of those weird suspended chords, isn't it?
Suspended minor A flat sharp.
I just love it. I love that. I love that chord pattern. It's amazing with a clean guitar tone.
Mm-hmm.
Put in some, add some chorus, some plate reverb, and you play those 2 chords. It opens up a whole new.
What was the frets on that? What was the chord? Like what was the frets?
Oh, that would be the index string. The index finger.
So the frets though?
On the 8th fret of the D string, and the middle finger on the 7th fret of the G string.
There, right there. What was that? I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm not low enough. Let's just make random chords here, guys. Oh, I can't find it right now. Oh well, it's fine. What chord was it though, Will? What chord was it though?
I don't know if it's just something that.
Oh, you were curious.
Oh,
I'm curious.
If it's just a happy accident, probably.
It does sound like it's a really cool chord. It does sound like one of those like suspended weird chords though. Sounds like sus9 or something.
I was just wondering because I've always found myself like I basically came up with that idea off an open C formation.
Oh, okay.
And then I just lifted up my index finger and just moved my left hand up to the seventh and eighth frets. And all of a sudden I was like playing this this melody that it was like, wow, what is that? Over here on my acoustic, I have a
Acoustic switch.
let's see here. I'm cabled off at the third fret with standard A440 tuning. I like doing stuff like that. Cabling off. You know, type of stuff and then like pull out like a bar. Like a C major 7. But I like a lot of open strings. My Jimmy Page influences. I had to, we're talking guitar chords. I couldn't help it.
Oh, of course.
So Dante, tell me, what kind of DAW do you have? Like, what do you do your home recording on?
I use Ableton Live 9. I just recently did a song with no guitar. It was kind of cool. It's for like the harder styles of EDM music or that dance music these kids call these days. And I just put in my beats and stuff, and I go through a Focusrite 2i2.
Wow.
The very smaller version of what Alex has. And I use my Line 6 Spider 3 amp quite a bit. I would use this guy, but I can't do completely silent. This is the PV Invective 120.
Uh-huh.
It's got tubes and stuff. It's so
That
nice.
that looks familiar.
One of Misha, this is his guitar, Misha Jackson.
Misha
Mansour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's his signature. Can you tell what it is?
Wow. Wow.
It says bulb because he's a gearhead.
That's amazing.
I found that out after. I was like, does this say Misha? I don't get it. But then I looked and it's bulb.
That's cool, man.
So, yeah, so I got the Misha Jackson to go with Misha's amp. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
So I might as well just show the other one too.
Yeah, definitely.
You got one more.
Here's the Jake Bowen 7.
7-string baritone.
Yeah.
Baritone. Wow. God, look at the size of those pickups.
Right?
Yeah. These are the Titans.
The size of the pickups, those are like extra long. Look
And
at
Think about it.
that.
That's only for one extra string too.
And then there's the Jake Bowen signature.
There you go.
They always put it in their name, like the 3 dots and the P, kind of like their symbol thing. That's pretty cool. I like it.
That is really nice. Congratulations on that too, Dante. That's pretty
Thank
cool,
you.
man.
I'm super blessed.
You know what? You totally beat the odds on that one, man. That's amazing.
Yeah. A lot of people were like, "You got to play the lotto for me." It's like, man, I don't
Yeah,
even.
bro. Play the lotto.
I'll send you $1.
I'll
Turn
send
that
you
into
$5
$1 million.
to get
Let's
my.
do it.
No, but it's different because he's got to think about it. He's over there in Wisconsin. At least for us, it's different because we have the California lotto.
Oh, is that different? Oh yeah, I suppose.
It is.
I never thought about it. I've never really entered those kind of things. I don't even think I've bought in a scratch off before.
I just know that stuff.
That's
Certain parts of my
amazing.
family likes lotto, so growing up, I knew the lotto.
That's amazing, man. Alex, I was just telling Dante, man, I see that PRS, man.
Mm-hmm.
That PRS guitar that he has now, just totally.
It's
I
It's
can't.
Rosie in disguise.
So great.
Yep,
I
that's the
suppose I
one.
didn't really show this one. I just kind of showed it for a quick second.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
See, it would say Mark Holcomb, but I got, foamy
Oh, you
things
Little foam.
for the vibrating strings. Oh, here's the color.
Look at that. Look at that top.
I know, right? Just the flame on it.
That is sweet, man.
Excuse me.
That's the USA one.
Is it? I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Check the back. Check the back of the headstock. Should
Check
say.
the back. I think that may be the USA guitar.
It says Indonesia.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
Nessie.
okay.
Yeah, because it's Nessie.
So, I don't know.
No, that's all right. You know
Hey,
what?
Indonesia
Don't
making
have-
some good guitars.
Here it is
Feel
upside
good.
down because I can't put it the other way. There's a wall there. I can't even get it in.
Focus. Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay, yeah.
Indonesia,
tried.
man.
I can't put it the other way because there's a wall here. This is as far as I can go.
That's all right.
Or there's a window here, rather.
No,
that.
don't do that, dude.
Going through the window. Show off the
Dude's
guitars.
got my heart going right now. Don't do that.
Well, yeah, the
Go
color
through the
of,
window, man.
color of this, and then the pickups of this rosy combined.
Yes,
Totally.
big time. Look at that. Now, what's the tunings? What do you tune to?
So these two, because these two are in drop B. Alex knows this.
Well, it's not because it's my fault anyway.
And then the one I got on me is the standard to go with this Gibson. And then the D&Z over here is in drop A because Alex is the Mustang Dean is in drop A.
Yep.
And then now I got too many guitars. I gotta put one down. Or two. The only thing in the 7, Jake Bowen's, is G sharp. Drop G sharp, I believe. And that's like all I could do. Otherwise, the action would be too high or too low,
Yeah.
depending on how I tune it. So it's just stuck in G sharp for right now. That's how
So-
they sent it to me.
So all 7 strings are tuned to G sharp.
Well, so like G sharp, and then you think
No,
of it
I think
as
that's just Jake Bowen's. Like, I think that's what Periphery just plays in a lot.
yeah. So that's how they sent it.
Most 7 strings are going to be sent in as standard tuning, but it's just going to be a low B on that 7th string.
Oh, that's
Hey, you have a good night. You have a good rest of your day, butterfly,
Take care,
ladybug.
butterfly. Fly away, butterfly.
Noodle
Or
on.
y'all come back now, you hear?
That's pretty sharp. So, Alex, tell me all about that lovely, lovely, lovely Gibson that you're holding.
Oh, this Gibson right here.
Yeah.
This Gibson, it's a 2015. You know, it's just a 2015. I believe it's a Studio Deluxe. The guy that I got it off of, I don't think he tried telling me it was a custom deluxe, but I don't really think I've never seen a custom deluxe.
Never.
No. So, and when it came with it, it didn't have like it didn't on the truss rod cover, it didn't say anything. So I'm just like, I think this is just a Studio Deluxe, but still worth it just because it was still so worth it. I ended up trading a GNL ASAC Classic for it, actually.
Now, what kind of pickups you have in there, Alex?
These also aren't the original. They're the Seymour Duncan Pearly Gates, the custom shop Pearly Gates pickups.
They look good. Yeah.
That's what made me trade my GNL off for this, because I'm like, okay, even though it's a 2015, it's got some custom shop pickups in it. How can I turn that down? Especially since a lot of my guitars I've either been gifted or won in raffles. My acoustic is kind of actually my first guitar I paid for in a while. I just realized this. But it was like with this, I ended up trading a guitar. I traded a car, like my old minivan, for the GNL plus this my classical that I have. And altogether, those 2 guitars were worth more than the car. Then I went and traded the GNL for this Gibson that now has this, and now I'm working to get that car back. So I'm gonna have everything that I started out with, plus more. But yeah, no, it's a
Ladybug, thank you for hanging out with us today.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. And I wish both of you luck in your venture with your show. Your show's really good and your show's really growing.
Show's so good.
Thank you so much for being here today, Butterfly and Ladybug. Noodle on. Yep. Always. Thank you, girls. That's interesting. Alex, I can't quite understand why somebody would tell you this when it's easy to find out the truth about. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know.
Doesn't make sense.
Right. That's kind of how I felt too. I think it was just because the guy had 4 Gibsons that he had. He had 4 different Gibsons. He was just like, this is the one I don't play that often and stuff. I'm looking for a telly kind of deal. So, I don't know. I traded it off, and I've checked up everything on this, and it's the real deal. It's not a Gibson or anything. I've checked the serial number, everything. I was just like, all right, I'm down for it, you know? The nice thing is like, it might have been myself. I just think he just wrote down the wrong what type of guitar it was. I think that's just what it was.
I think nowadays you could probably find studios um, relatively cheap
Oh yeah, most definitely.
and just switch out the tuners, switch out the pickups,
Mm-hmm.
get some steel wool and go over the edges of the frets.
Yeah, you see that's what I've noticed. That guy that had this guitar for me, he took care of this guitar. Like he played it, but it was also taken care of, completely set up perfectly. Like you could tell it was a player's guitar, but it clearly was been sitting for a second.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, have Alex and Dante, have you guys ever heard of Wolf Guitars?
Wolf guitars, no.
No, I don't think I have. Sounds cool.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you. Here's the thing about Wolf Guitars, and
How? Sorry.
this is why my next guitar, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, going to be a Wolf guitar or an AIO all-in-one AIO guitar. The guitars are made in Los Angeles in a little shop in LA, and all over on the headstock. Let's see here, like all around the front of the headstock,
Mm-hmm.
all the way down to the markers on the fretboard around the body is all abalone.
Oh, really?
Crazy.
Oh, baloney. What?
Not both.
I love baloney.
I'm gonna
Abalone.
check this out.
Abalone.
Abalone.
It's like
With-
a ham doing abs for his ab baloney. No, I tried.
Well, these guitars are so exquisite they come with bone nuts.
Oh, nice.
And they're set up perfectly when you order one online. Go to allinoneguitars.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out what they have. They also have real high end gear. But check out the Wolf guitars and the AIO guitars. They all come when you buy one off the website. There's a form you need to fill out, and they will put the action, adjust the action, set the guitar up exactly like you want before they even ship it out to you.
That's nice.
And I was like, whoa, really? So I went to check it out. I went to the website. I couldn't believe these guitars. I swear that I was staring at $2,500 guitars. I was
Wow.
just like,
And what was the price range for them?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I was just like, is this for real? The craftsmanship is so exquisite. So if that sounds like something you guys would get into, check it out. All you need to do is just go to allinoneguitars.com.
Okay. Yeah, I wrote it down. So
It's pretty cool. Check them out. They have these Les Paul single cut shapes
okay.
that look like they're the tops are just veneer, but
Mhm.
they look so exquisite, so handcrafted. The craftsmanship is mind blowing. Look like $5,000 less USA Les Pauls.
Wow. So
10,000.
yeah, because I was saving up for a Solar G type, which is the Solar Ola England's Solar's his single cuts and stuff. Because I really want one of his single cuts still. But then that's when that dude popped up and he was just like, "Hey, I'll trade you a Gibson." And I'm like, "I'll take it." I was already looking. Good timing.
I'd like to have a Gibson more Paul instead of less. Paul. Okay, I'm done with the witty jokes. Have my own stand-up.
Well, there's always the Eddie Van Halen route. Start getting
DBH.
different pieces of stuff, different pieces of guitars,
Mm-hmm.
and strip the paint off the body. If there's any paint on the body, sand it real fine, and then you might end up with something like what
Ooh.
Cutter Savage is holding right there.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
That right there
See,
is
I'm about to do that kind of thing with a bass, actually.
that right there is called a parts caster, and that's what Eddie Van Halen, of course, trademarked.
I got a BC Rich bass, an Ironbird BC Rich bass upstairs, that I'm gonna be fixing up, and basically me and my family we're gonna repaint the body of it and stuff because it's all chipped. It's all chipped completely. Like the paint's just wearing off in so many different places. But it's an older guitar that was just left behind by someone, so it's gonna be a little fun little mess around bass, basically.
You know, I've found that I did the same thing. With Rosie, just to get my hands dirty and to get my hands involved on Rosie's development
Mm-hmm.
was an experience that can only come by people actually doing.
Right.
That's what it sounded like when you were when we were chatting it up the last stream or so. You showed the picture before and then you had the guitar after. That was slick.
Well, thank you, Dante.
Super slick. I loved it.
I don't know when I'm gonna ever be able to fill up my guitar rack. So Rosie's my crown jewel right now, and
Yeah.
I love this guitar. And she loves me back big time.
So, Will, you gonna be able to make it to Winter NAMM this year?
NAMM show. And
You going?
I really don't have a way to do that.
Like, did you get a pass to get in?
When is it?
Or it's not until January.
15th.
Yeah, January 15th through the 19th.
February.
January 15th through the 19th.
What days are
aren't you
that?
It's a Thursday through Sunday.
I gotta put that down.
Are you gonna go for like all the days?
Yeah, I'm going all days. I fly in a day before and leave the day after NAMM. So I come in the 15th and I leave the. I'm coming. Okay, no, NAMM is the 16th through the 19th. It's the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I come in on the 15th and I leave on the 20th.
What's parking like?
Parking kind of. It's the Anaheim Convention Center. So whatever parking there, it's Disneyland, right there. It's just that's the parking. So kind of just it's set up for large attraction parking, so it's not going to be too bad, but it's still parking. I usually don't park. I've always just taken some sort of Uber into it. And then this year I'm actually staying sort of within walking distance. So.
And it's in January?
Yeah, it's in January. Yeah.
You know what? Yes.
So you're just right there in Pasadena, aren't you?
I live a few minutes, about 45 minutes from Pasadena, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, you're right there down in the Southern California. You gotta go.
Yeah, you know what? I'd love to go.
Well,
I'd love to go because I number one, I hook up with you guys. Number two, I love to check out the Freeman booth.
I'll hook you up with a pass. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Alex, man. Do you have my
with an automatic approval pass.
Gee. Wow.
I got you, Will.
Thank you, man.
Of course, yeah. If you can make your way down there and stuff like that, I can get you a pass easily. I can send you the links for that and stuff right after this. It's really easy actually to register for the NAM show, and then I can give you the little pass code that'll give you an automatic approval and a discount on the pass. So,
Well, you know, my mailing address is down in the description box below, man.
oh, it's all online. It's all online. So. I literally, you just go to nam.org and I'll help you out through it. It's just really simple
Thank you,
registration
Alex.
setup. Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. Are you going, Dante?
I do not have the credentials to go. Otherwise, I totally would.
I told you
It's
I would.
always been a dream.
I told you.
I
Fierce,
need to get the flight.
Once again,
I know. I
you
gotta
have to
fly
get
to
your
Long
flight.
Beach and get a cab to Anaheim.
if you get your flight, you have a hotel. You and AJ already have a hotel. Like, because my other buddy Garguts, he's really trying to come from Texas and come to the NAM show, and he's coming with me. He's hopefully going to be me and him are going to be like helping each other with each other's channels and stuff. Basically, like we're going to be each other's cameramen.
Well, I'll
awesome.
tell you, I'd love to go. I know that they're well, I'm thinking performances, but I'm thinking like at the ESP booth. I'm thinking
yeah, they got lots of people. So at NAM, have you been to NAM before?
No, I've never had a chance to go.
Oh, see, this is my third year. This is my third year in a row. So, I've been you see, that was the thing. My old teacher, my old audio teacher, she spent 30 years in the live sound industry. So she knows Robert Scoville and stuff, knows all of the big like studio and live producers basically. So she hooked us up through AES, the Audio Engineering Society. And the past 2 years I worked actually at NAM. I would work a day at NAM and I would get a free pass. But now I know how to just get a discount on it and be able to just go for cheaper price.
So, like, what would be your typical NAM itinerary from when you first get there?
Oh,
On the first day, on a Thursday,
yeah.
what would be your NAM itinerary?
Well, this will truly depend on what type of person you are. Me personally, I love meeting people. I love signatures. I love getting autographs and stuff. So one of the first things I always do is you go around to your favorite booths. Basically, you go off to the Fender, the Dean booth, all the big booths that they have, and they'll also have artist signings, artist performances, and stuff like that. So certain people will be playing at certain times and stuff like that. So that's where I've met Robert Baker and stuff. That's how I won. That's how I got the Vola. Actually, I won it at NAM last year. At the Vola booth with Robert Baker. Yeah. So they got all these different times. My typical day is usually I get there and I'm just kind of like walking around. First thing first, I always go to this one wing where it's just a lot of the different guitar booths. There's a certain section of NAM where it's just guitars, but there's a certain section where it's the Jackson, EVA, Fender, Gibson, Dean, all of them. They're in their little separate corridor because they get their own nice little room spaces. So they'll have like full stage setups in there, and you get to check out a lot of the gear. But yeah, it's a lot of just the typical NAM show is just kind of walking around, and then for me it was a lot of just waiting for the times of what artist is signing here at this booth, and I'm going around to all the different booths. This year it's not going to be like that as much. That's what I did for the past 2 years, and I met so many people. I met Vinnie Paul 3 months before he died.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm mad because my friend kind of ruined that signature, but I still have the experience of meeting him, so I don't care.
Right.
Whatever. But and yeah, if you ever heard of the band called All That Remains, the bass.
Oli.
Yeah, Oli. I met him right about a year before he died too, and stuff at NAM. So the thing where it's just you can meet so many people, and these guys are also just hanging out on the floor the whole time. So they'll just be like sitting in a circle. Like I've gone out and hung out. Like I usually hang out with Robert Baker all the time. I'll go to the Vola booth and he's usually just chilling there playing guitar all the time. You can sit there and jam with him and just talk to him, ask any of them any questions and stuff. But you'll just see a lot of the big YouTubers, a lot of the big names and stuff. I missed a lot of the big names last year. I missed Santana and John Mayer. I didn't see them and stuff, but from like my YouTube picture, Mick Thompson of Slipknot, I met him at NAMM and stuff, and I saw him last year with his big old security buff going through NAMM and stuff. So he's kind of like been the biggest guy I've seen. But it's all the big rock stars just hanging out, checking the new year for the new year, and that's what just makes it fun.
Well, I would love to take a camera and take my little tripod and my little handheld tripod. I'd actually going to NAMM. I'd probably take this camera right here.
There you go.
The Zoom 22M 4K.
Yeah, I got this little bag right here. It's my little GoPro and stuff. It's my GoPro 3 and stuff with all the attachments and stuff like that, like the head mount and the little tripod selfie stick thing. So,
Alex, you're gonna bring your new recorder thing too.
Yes, I just got the Zoom H1N handy recorder.
Those are sharp, man.
Yeah, I just got one of these just so I could get recording because this year at NAMM, like I was saying, I don't really plan on doing too much of the like artist signings. I've been talking to people a lot beforehand and stuff. I'm trying to get a couple interviews set up. I basically at NAMM I want to do this like quick little interview series of 10 questions with an artist. So that's going to be towards my plan of NAMM this year.
Well, I'd love to go. I mean, I could get a couple shirts made up and some cards, some artist talk business cards, and I love to go. I'm a people person. I love talking to people,
Oh, well, we got to get you out there. Everyone would love you out there.
That's phenomenal. Like I said, I'd take my Zoom camera and
it's perfect.
do some documentation and, talk to some vendors and see if I could shoot some film here and put it up on my YouTube channel, and how would you guys feel about that?
Oh, of course, yeah. When you go around to like smaller booths and stuff like that, there's certain booths that it's just kind of like you can just kind of like photograph and no one really will bother you. Certain the smaller booths, always ask the person like, hey, can I film or photograph your your products and stuff like that. So always ask them beforehand because certain guys yeah. So because I've noticed that with my past few years with NAMM and stuff. So give me a second. I'm gonna go use the little boys' room real quick.
So Dante, tell me, man, what is what's your ultimate Dean guitar to have?
It's got to be the Dean Hardtail, man. I love it. I did like the Baby Z, the smaller version of the regular Z here, but that's because I had the smaller fretboard, and so it was just more easier to shred. So, but that one got lost through going to different shows, and I gave it to a friend, and so that was years ago. That's when I first started playing shows with the Baby Z, and ever since I picked up this hardtail, that's like Dean in his life. And then after getting the PRS here, it's just a lot smoother version of the hardtail. So it's really it's hard to compare the two, but otherwise I've always loved this hardtail here. It's just it's my baby.
That is sharp, man. Dean Hardtail. Now, what kind of pickups are in that?
I have no clue. I've never looked it up. But it just reminds me of the ones Rosie's got. And it's got the coil
Push
tappers,
pulls.
push pulls.
That's sharp. I'm gonna have to look that up. Dean Hardtail. I wonder.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too.
Is that just what it's called?
I think so. Dean Hardtail. It's got the hardtail
No, yeah.
name in it.
Nope, you're right.
Grover tuners, pegs, the Grover tuner pegs. This says it's made in Korea, but it feels super nice.
I would
Super,
love
super
to check
nice.
that out. See if it's on Zounds, and maybe I can get payments.
Let's see. They have a cheap one on Reverb here. Let's see what kind of pickups they got. I'm not sure. It doesn't give me too much information. But I think these are abalone pickup thingies or fret markers.
Are
think
the
it's,
abalone fret markers?
Yeah.
Abalone inlays.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's pretty
You can
sharp.
really see it on
That's nice.
on this thing.
Uh-oh. That's cool. I'll check it out. Thanks, Dante.
Oh,
Now, what do you have there? An SJ200 or a J200?
Me? No, it's an Epiphone Hummingbird. This is the one I just got from the 42 Gear Street charity auction with Henning Pauly. This came from Tom James over at Elevated Jam Tracks and stuff. So it's a beautiful guitar.
Look at that. Look at the binding on that.
Yeah.
On an
All the way.
Epiphone.
Yeah, it's an Epiphone.
It's an Epiphone. Look at that binding. Wow.
Yeah, it sounds great too.
Oh, the Dean acoustic.
Yeah, you want to talk about binding? Look at his binding.
That's cool.
It's like a goldish type.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
Would you just look at it?
That's awesome, man.
I got the Planet Waves cover thing.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is the point of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It captures the sound more inside it. So when you're hooking up and plugging in, you don't get the
I should
sounds.
get one of those then.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Oh, I definitely should get one of those.
Just traps the sound in there better. Otherwise, you're letting all that sound out. So it's better for if you're plugging in, but like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. But acoustic
That's what I
shows or something, it's probably better without it or something.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing guitar. It's so inspirational. Alex, have you ever seen, or Dante also, have you guys ever seen that, the pictures of Led Zeppelin back in the day where Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones are both sitting on some stage somewhere and they're doing an acoustic set, and each guitar that Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones are holding have like 4 necks, 5 necks, and they're all acoustic guitars. It's like,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That sounds really familiar.
mandolin up on top.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, those weird guitars that's got like the like thing here, will have another neck and stuff. Like, yeah.
Mandolin, 12 string, 6 string.
Mm-hmm. A
I love
harp,
this.
little mini harp on it. Yeah.
I don't even know. I could never find out who made those, who the manufacturer was. I'd love to find out. I always wanted one of those guitars. That's pretty sharp.
I've seen that someone makes them now.
Sounds cool.
Who was it? I just saw something on that too. Oh, I can't remember. It's not coming to my head right now, but
I know Ovation has double necks, 12 string, 6 string hybrids. I was gonna get one, a double neck Celebrity I saw in a pawn shop once. I was like, how much is that? The first thought in my head is how much, and I asked the shopkeeper, how much you want for that guitar right there? It was sweet. It was like an orange sunburst,
mm-hmm.
kind of like your Epiphone, kind of like your Hummingbird there,
Okay.
Alex.
Okay.
Kind of a tri-burst, dual burst, and orange and red burst. Sweet, man, sweet guitar. And my first attraction to those was, well, like I said, well, I'm a big Zeppelin head. I always will be. That's
Mhm.
just, but
The back of the Santana pick almost reminds me of that. If I can get it into focus here.
that's cool.
I can't do it though. There we go. There's like a little angel there or something. I don't know.
If only you had a light.
Yeah. Maybe I can like do it how the cool people do it. Oh, there we go.
There
That
you go.
shows up better.
That is cool, man. That's
Nice,
really
yeah.
sharp.
My Cheeto chip.
Cheeto chip.
Or my Dorito, or whatever they call it.
That's cool. That's cool. So Dante, have you
Nope.
are there any certain bands
That
that I may have heard of that you played for?
I played for. Oh man. You heard of Oceano?
No, I'm afraid
It's
not.
pretty chugcore metal band.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see. I just played mostly a lot of local bands.
Wait a minute. You
So-
played for Oceano?
Well, not like for them, but are you asking played within the band?
Yeah, in the band. That's what we're. Yeah.
Oh,
Like anybody that you've heard of.
okay. I was like,
That's
yeah,
why I was
that'd
like,
be awesome.
wait, you
if
played
I
for
was in the-
Oceano?
Yeah,
Why are
that'd
you
be
just
sick.
now bringing this up on his channel?
That would be sick. So my first band was called Face Your Destroyer. And then it turned in, since we got another guitarist, we ended up being a 4-piece. And then it was In Times of Silence. Pooh Ninja, how's it going? See you in the chat there. But and then it was Dance Made Easy. Another band that was pretty cool. A lot of melodic stuff. And then my last one that I played in Oceano was, the band that I was in at the time was called In the Eyes of the Dreamer. Kind of like a Manson quote. Dreamer. There we go. In the Eyes of the Dreamer. There we go.
That's it right there.
That was the last
way it
band.
works, don't it? It's exactly the way life works, man.
Yeah.
I don't ninjas. Hey everybody. Thank you for being here, Pooh. Thank you very much for being here. Mark Taylor, you still there, man? Thank you for hanging out. Hey, Pooh Ninja. Well, thanks everybody for in the chat room for hanging out. Butterfly, Ladybug Show, popping in, saying hi, and Mark Taylor, as always. Pooh Ninja, you're the best. I appreciate you all. Cat Anderson, you have good taste in guitars. You're still hanging out. You have good taste in guitars. I like your taste in guitars.
Yeah, she's
And
still
I
here. Yeah, she's still here. She just messaged me.
and I'd like to thank my guest today, Full Metal Dante. As I affectionately like to call him Fierce Metal Dante, but I like Dante. And because I could never get the Fierce Metal, right? And
I just
Alex
call him
Radford,
Fierce.
lots of Radford Studios. I like
Yeah,
to
boy.
thank I like to thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys greatly for coming on Artist Talk today. I appreciate the time you give me. I know that as a guitarist, a songwriter, a content creator, I know that that time is limited, and I appreciate I appreciate how inspiration has inspired both of you guys to be here today, and it means a great deal to me.
Oh, it's been an honor to be on here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you beat me to it.
Got you.
And upcoming shows, this is something new. I was talking about a new show format. What I am, and you two are the first to hear this. Well, along with the world,
Plug-in? The plug-in show?
I have made a conscious decision to start taking customer phone calls or start taking phone calls for Q&A sessions. The people that are in the chat room, the people that view, there's going to be a phone number I'm going to put up, and I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start taking customer Q&A phone calls for my guests. What do you guys think? Think I'll be able to do
I
it?
like it. Yeah.
I like it. Pretty much anything you know, it's content. Get that content out there.
I like it. It's a good
Well,
idea.
I'm
Always.
going to do that, and I'm going to start doing that. The first week of December coming up. Thanksgiving's next week.
Week? 2
I'm
weeks.
still waiting on that email I told you about, Alex. That would be for next Saturday. I'm hoping
Yep.
that I get the email today so I could get to work on that. And what a great way to go into the end of the month. Pooh Ninja says the show gets better every time. Have a great weekend, all. Well, thank you, Pooh. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. That means a great deal because I wear my heart on my sleeves with this stuff, and it passion mine. This is what I love to do, and this is what I want to get. I want to get sponsors for. I want to get the message out there. I want to reach people with music, where it's music I play or music of others. Um, I want to show the world that good music still lives and is right in front of their face in the form of artist talk. And I'm I'm very much that's what I'm shooting for. That's one of my big end goals here. Pooh Ninja said, take no doubt, advice and screen your phone calls. Oh, no doubt. Gwen Stefani. Screen your phone calls.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, try to get like one of them like WhatsApp app numbers and stuff like that. Don't try to use your actual phone number and stuff.
I'm sorry, Alex. Use what now?
They have these apps now that's like WhatsApp app. It's kind of like it's a internal Wi-Fi message number thing, so it'll generate a random phone number kind of for you that your friends can text that number on a normal phone, but it'll be sent through to that app instead of going to your actual phone and your number and stuff. So then no one has your actual phone number, you know. So
I'm gonna look into it. I think what's up? I think that I've seen that
mm-hmm.
in my app store.
I'll be right back. 2 minutes, guys.
But Fierce Mel Dante will be back, folks. But I just wanna thank everybody for watching today, for hanging out, and watch out because in 2 weeks this will be happening. I will have the guy himself, the artist himself, Cutter Savage on the show. And quite possibly next week, next Saturday. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, follow my social media, because it's one email that I'm waiting on today. I'm hoping to get confirmation for the 30th, next Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I can't say who it is.
It's a secret.
I've mentioned to my good friend Alex, who I was talking about. Dante, I'm sorry.
It's all good. You
I
gotta keep it as secret as
I
possible.
really want to tell you because
It doesn't
I'm gonna
help that
tell
me and Will talk
everyone.
every
I'm telling
day.
everybody.
I mean, me and Will talk every day, so.
if this happens and if this totally freaking comes through, this is gonna be the biggest name that
Well,
I've had on
I think you
Artist
need to put up. I think you need to put up Pooh Ninja's comment that he just put.
Oh my gosh! Don't.
Oh boy!
Even if you get it right, we're not gonna tell you.
He didn't get it right. Didn't get it right. He didn't.
Didn't get it right.
Or are you just saying that?
Right.
Who knows? Who knows? Tune in next time.
Didn't get it right. Did not get it right. I'm sorry. You did not get it right. But I will say this. Back in the day, in the late 80s, all the way to now, his band, killing me, man. His band
Who knows? Shut up, Pooh.
hit Billboard Top 20 with the single, had a hit single, and they have new music out now. It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good show, guys. Gotta come see it.
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be the biggest artist talk to date if this happens. Who knows? No, you don't, Pooh. Well, maybe you might, but depends who you've been talking to. So I've got Cutter Savage coming up in 2 weeks. I have a possibility for next Saturday. I'm still waiting confirmation on. Anybody who watches my show here, who follows Guitar Streaming 352. You're an artist, you play. Hit me up on Facebook, throw me a private message. Let's talk because I want to start. I want my goal for Artist Talk after the first of the year is to have 2 shows a week. And that means I need a whole lot of guests. So just throwing it out there, folks. Oh, Mark Taylor. Uh-oh. Slash.
Petrucci slash? Who
Oh,
is it? Dave Grohl?
Everyone's
Who's it gonna
guessing
be?
now.
Slash.
So I got someone asking me about music venues.
Petrucci. Petrucci? No, it's not Petrucci. Let's just say that if I could get this guest on here, this guest is now the co-founder of one of the industry's leading guitar brands.
Oh, I know who it is.
And that's all I can say. That this guy is a bona fide
So it is a guy.
legend. He is a bona fide legend. In my eyes, his guitars are exquisite. He makes, at least, and I'm kind of biased here, but to me, his guitars are dangerously close to being the best in the world. And there's some great luthiers out there. But this guy, he's to me, he's the top.
Danger Zone.
To me, he's the top. And I love his work. I love his music. I love his vision. He has such a passion for what he does and believes in what he does with all of his heart, mind, body, and soul. And that is why I'm hoping to get him on Artist Talk next Saturday. If I'm able to get the email that I'm waiting for, I will get on Facebook today or tomorrow and make an announcement on who it is.
When are you making the announcement?
No, not quite yet. He's super busy with new music coming out, playing a new tour. But every time I think I'm not going to hear from him, wham, I get an email. So keep my fingers crossed that I get an email from him before Monday. Once I get his social media links and his company links, and he tells me he's locked in for next Saturday for the 30th, I will jump on Facebook and make the announcement even before I make the thumbnail. And that's the best I can do right now. I'm way out of my league with this one. And the fact that he's been talking to me via email for the last month blows my mind.
Nice.
So I'm honored, and I've got my fingers crossed that he'll go for it. But I just need to just throw out some upcoming shows coming up to the good folks that are hanging out.
Do it to it.
And
She's a great photographer.
Anybody who would like to, if you're an artist, singer, a drummer, if you're in the audio production world, you're an engineer, you're a producer, I'd love to have you on my show. Please hit me up on Facebook and hit me up private message. So on that note, thank you guys. Thank you, everybody.
Pleasure
for
to be here.
being here today. And I appreciate you all greatly. And remember, the last 2 words I have to say till hopefully next week, stay inspired. Stay inspired, everyone. We love you all. We thank you for coming. This is the Dreamer saying, see you in the next show.
Whoop, whoop.